Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be continuing my weight loss Q&A that I did in my previous video. If you haven't seen the previous video, I'll put a card up here and link it down below. So I did ask you in my community tab here on YouTube to ask me any questions that you want about weight loss or my weight loss journey, anything to do with weight loss basically. I tried to get through as many questions as I could then, and I'm going to try and get through as many questions as I can now. So if you would like me to answer any of your questions, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and hit the bell button so that when I do post in my community tab, which I do sometimes very randomly, to ask you guys to participate in a new video, ask me questions, etc., then just make sure that you're subscribed, because if you're not subscribed, you are definitely missing out. And also I just wanted to give a massive shout out to all of my members. Thank you guys so much for joining. I appreciate you guys so much. It means a lot to me that you are willing to support me in such a meaningful way, and I do try to give back to you as much as I can. I will be doing a separate Q&A for my Nandinos. I will be filming that I think on this weekend, so it'll be up for you guys soon. If you would like to become a member and have a look at the different perks, click the link in the description down below or the join button. Thank you guys so much for joining, and thank you to every single person that has subscribed to my channel. I appreciate you guys so much. You wouldn't even believe how much I appreciate you guys, so thank you so much. If you find this video helpful, while I'm cracking open this Pepsi Max, you crack open your Pepsi Max, bottle of water, coffee, whatever, Vimto, whatever is your flavour of drink right now, crack it open while we answer these questions. And while we're cracking this open, what I was trying to say is like the video. Whatever drink you've got right now, leave a comment down below what that drink is. Yeah, let me know. What are you drinking? What was the hardest part for you in your weight loss journey? I think the hardest part for me during my weight loss journey, oh my days, there's a butterfly or a moth in here. It's just chilling on the curtain, it'll be alright. So the hardest part for me in my weight loss journey, I think I will have to say, is learning how to manage my emotions and to do something else other than emotionally eating. So when I get really upset or I'm moody, anxious, or just any emotion, I tend to want to eat. I found that really hard to be able to like not do that. But what I found helped me is every time I would emotionally eat, sit back and think about it. Why did I do that? Kind of learn from my own mistakes. When I would get upset, I would feel for chocolates and all that kind of food. So just noticing what my triggers are, what makes me think, and thinking about how it makes me feel after. I usually don't feel good after. Switch that out for taking myself away, going for a walk, having a bubble bath, putting some candles out, putting a face mask on, doing my nails, taking time to actually try and make myself feel better. Or if there's a particular reason why I'm upset, then actually trying to sort that situation out rather than trying to comfort myself with food. So has your loose skin tightened up, or is it just not as loose now because there's more muscle underneath now? I think it's a bit of both, to be honest. Like my loose skin has slightly tightened up, mostly on my arms. I've noticed it doesn't hang as low, but also I have filled up my arms with a little bit of muscle. My stomach is basically the same. I want to do an updated loose skin video, but I'm waiting for the 1 year anniversary of my other loose skin video because I think that would be pretty cool just to see like the actual difference, if there is any. So I think a little bit of both, but at the same time I still have loose skin. On your journey, did you ever wake up some mornings and get bloody fed up with counting them damn calories? Those damn calories. And on those days, how did you cope or get your mindset back again? Yes, in the beginning it's very motivating, and when you're seeing results it's very motivating, but more so towards the end. And I did have those days as well, and I have them days now. It does get mentally draining having to go on there. You know, in one sense it almost is like second nature and you don't think about it. Then other days when you're just not there mentally, it can be draining. I deal with it differently depending on how I am actually feeling. So sometimes I feel so fed up of it that I'm just like, do you know what, I'm not going to track calories today, and I literally just don't track calories for one day. That doesn't mean that I over consume calories or anything, but I just eat what I would normally eat, but I just don't bother tracking. And I have had those few days. I think if you don't track for one day, it's not going to make or break your weight loss. I also, just to get myself back on it, I would literally go through my pictures, look at my before and afters, go on Instagram, look at other people's before and afters, talk to people, watch videos. Like I watch Greg Doucette and Obese to Beast, you guys know that as well, and also Jordan Shrinks, and I follow Felicia Keithley on Instagram. I would kind of like just go have a look at them and like just type in hashtag weight loss transformation, and I'll just go through the transformations, and it just like remind me of why I'm doing it. And that's how I kind of kept myself motivated, just push through it. And I usually think like if you just get out, go for a walk, do a workout, that you will feel a little bit more like better and a bit more motivated. But if you need to have that break, I don't think there's anything wrong with taking 1 day break, as long as you're not then letting that lead on to more days. How does alcohol fit in with your weight loss journey? If I have a drink, my diet goes out the window for the next few days. I'm not capable of drinking in moderation. I also get this question a lot about whether I drink alcohol in my weight loss journey and whether you can drink alcohol in your weight loss journey. I think it all depends on the person. For me, I am not a massive alcohol drinker, and I know in that picture where I was holding a what was it? Porn star martini. Someone else asked me that question as well. Porn star martini. I'm not a massive drinker. When I do drink, I will drink wine, like a wine spritzer, mostly rosé with like diet lemonade, or I will have a cocktail. But I'm not a massive drinker. I don't drink a lot. I kind of got put off of alcohol. You know, when I was younger, I drank too much alcohol. While I was losing weight, I didn't even drink any alcohol. Now I'm maintaining. I have had the odd glass of cocktail, a glass of wine randomly, and I don't know what's the lowest calorie alcohol. My guess would be like gin and tonic or vodka and mixing it with a diet drink, but at the same time, like, I don't know, so I'm sorry, I'm not really helpful on that. I do think you can drink alcohol and lose weight at the same time if you're counting the calories, but if you drinking alcohol is making you want to eat a lot of food, which it tends to, especially if you drink too much alcohol and you get drunk and you want a dirty kebab after, you know about the dirty kebabs. Like this video if you know about the dirty kebabs after a night out. They always taste better when you're drunk. I don't know why. If you eat a kebab when you're sober, it tastes completely different to when you're drunk. If it's causing you to overeat after you drink, I think just weigh up what's more important to you. If it's not, then just maybe don't. Or maybe if you can't drink in moderation, then just don't drink. You're going to have to find something that works for you, what fits in with you. If you find that you can't do it, then it might be better, at least until you hit your goal weight, to kind of limit it as much as possible. What would you say was one of the biggest contributor to you losing all the weight? If you could only give one tip for weight loss, what would it be? How long was it until you noticed a difference in yourself? It feels like I could stay on track for a week, then lose all control and go back to overeating and eating junk. It's like an endless cycle. Any tips on how to break the cycle? Thanks for your journey. Love you. End your videos. P.S. Bought the Nando sauce because of your vids and it smells incredible. It tastes even better, mate. Get the Nando sauce. I wish Nando's would sponsor me. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? I'd just send, not even sponsor me, you don't even have to pay me, just send me 3 bottles of Nando's and that will be my life. I will literally, I'm already promoting Nando sauce anyway, so. Do Nando's have Instagram? Biggest contributor to me losing all the weight would be literally counting my calories, eating in a calorie deficit. That's the biggest contributor. Maybe eating lower calorie dense food so I'm full up and that I can manage to be in a calorie deficit without feeling hungry. If you could only give one tip for weight loss, what would it be? Count your calories. It's easier to go into a calorie deficit when you count your calories. You don't have to count your calories to lose weight. You just need to be in a calorie deficit, and I just find being able to count your calories, at least for a little while until you kind of get an idea of what calories in certain foods, to me just seems like the easiest way to lose weight and make sure that you're in a calorie deficit is to count your calories. And you learn a lot from counting your calories and looking at nutrition labels, so that would be my biggest tip. And also just to move more. If you move more and you just, I don't know, get a Fitbit or something whatever will motivate you to move more, do it. Also, I get asked a lot of questions about this. This is Fitbit Charge 4. I did start with the Fitbit Charge 3, then I went to 4. I don't think it really matters. It's not really a massive difference. Even if you just got like a cheapy one that just tells you your steps, whatever will get you motivated to move more. How long was it until you noticed a difference in yourself? So I noticed a difference in the first week in myself. Like, I started to feel better after a week. My bloat was starting to go down and I wasn't feeling as lethargic. Obviously, I was eating more like fruits and vegetables. I was moving more. That's obviously going to make me feel a lot better. Visually in the mirror, probably 2 months, I would say I noticed a little bit like my belly was going down a lot. I think 3 months other people started to notice who were really close to me, and then obviously as time goes on you get leaner and leaner and everyone notices then, innit? Feels like I could stay on track for a week and then lose all control and go back to overeating and eating junk. It's like an endless cycle. Any tips on how to break the cycle? So I would just say maybe start by making smaller changes instead of going from 0 to 100. Maybe just try and make like smaller changes. So if you're having a takeaway every day, maybe only have a takeaway once a week. Take away them takeaways. And if you are drinking full fat Coke, maybe swap to Diet Pepsi or Diet Coke or Diet Drink or water, if you know, or sugar-free Vimto or like a sugar-free squash. Maybe like just change little bits of your diet. Maybe go add in a 30-minute walk. Little things rather than making a massive change. If you make a massive change overnight, you're more than likely wanna like give up on it. It's harder to change a lifetime of bad habits overnight. It's easier to kind of change them over a gradual period of time, and no matter what, even if you make them small changes, you will be losing weight. If you stop drinking like full sugar, full calorie Coke, and you swap that for Diet Coke, you're literally saving hundreds of calories, which could be making you lose weight. It all depends on what's the biggest where the biggest amount of your calories are coming from. If you can swap that, you can lose weight gradually without having to make a massive change overnight. Hi Louise, I know you say to count calories and enjoy everything in moderation, but did you give up a food that you couldn't have in moderation? If so, what did you give up and how did you mentally go about it, and do you miss it? In the beginning, I feel like I had to give up biscuits, I had to give up chocolate, I had to give up cake, anything sweet, I had to give it up in the beginning, and McDonald's and takeaways and all of that stuff, because I wasn't able to eat it in moderation. I made a habit of myself of, I would just constantly eat loads and loads of it. So in the beginning, I found for myself, and I'm not telling anyone else to do this, but for myself, I had to just not have it in the beginning until I was able to eat it in smaller amounts. Now I'm at the point where I can have like 2 biscuits with a coffee, and I know how to just take it out. I put it in a bowl. I don't take the packet out with me. I can put it in a little bowl, and I can sit there, have my biscuits, and I'll be fine. Whereas before, I would take out the whole packet of biscuits, and I just wouldn't be able to stop. And even if I did take it into the little bowl, I know for a fact right in the beginning, before I started seeing changes, I would have ended up just going back and getting more, like as soon as I got the taste for it. I did in the beginning have to just stop having all of that, even takeaways and just stuff like that. It's not that I didn't allow myself to, I just didn't want it as well. I got sick of it, and I just wanted to eat more healthy whole foods, and that's just what I did in the beginning. Now I have it in moderation. If I feel for it, I have it. I don't like to say I can't have it anymore, and I didn't start my journey saying I can't have it anymore. I just didn't have it, and I think that did help me be able to eventually have it in moderation. In the beginning, I think I would have just, if I had a little bit of it, I think I would have just overate on it. I also have 2 children, 6 and 2. How do you alter meals so you stay on track with your targets, but your family still have what they enjoy? Or do you make something separate for yourself? Same question for your partner as well. Say if they want burgers or chili dogs, for example. I've never had a chili dog. What is a chili dog? Sounds good. It's like a hot dog. Is it the hot dog that's on a stick? Or is that a ween? Guys, I don't know what a chili dog is. Is it a chili hot dog? Let me know. Let me know down below what a chili dog is. I want one. So it all depends on what I'm having for dinner. I do have a chicken breast and veg a lot, like my broccoli, my beans. I've started to have like mangouts, I think that's how you say it, and like stir fries and stuff like that. I do eat a lot of that, and my kids literally are sick and tired of eating chicken. So they do have different foods sometimes. So it just does depend. If I'm wanting to have a quick dinner, or if I'm wanting to have that, then I will cook separately for them and they eat separate. I do make like meals like spaghetti bolognese, fajitas. I don't know, if I'm having like a roast dinner, all of that stuff, I will make that as a whole family, and I just create it as a recipe like I showed you guys in my Fitness Pal video. We do also have burgers, so I will give them like the full fat burgers and stuff, and I will have like the low fat burgers that have a lot less calories in there. So I just alter it like that a little bit. For me, I don't mind making my meals separate. That's why I do quick stir fry kind of dinners, because it's just quick and easy. I know a lot of people say to me that they want to be able to eat healthy or in a calorie deficit, but they don't want to eat different to their family. You don't have to eat different to your family. You can eat all of this, like all the same food. You just have to eat a smaller amount and fit it within your calories. But you can also make foods for yourself. You can even meal prep it for yourself, so you're not having to cook separately all the time. You can like just one day make all your meals, which I don't personally like to do because I like to eat what I feel for on the day, but for some people that does work. Do you find that the insecurities you had before being overweight resurfaced after losing the weight? One of my biggest insecurities used to be the thickness of my neck, but when I was bigger I looked proportional. Now that I'm smaller, I think my neck is too thick. Sometimes it's easy to believe all of our insecurities will go away if we lose the weight, only to find out that the old ones just come back. Amen to that. Is true. Just because you lose weight, it doesn't mean it's going to fix everything, and it doesn't mean that your insecurities will go away. When I was bigger, funnily enough, I didn't have like a particular body part that I hated more. I know I didn't really like my arms, to be fair. Apart from my arms, I didn't really have a particular body part where I was massively insecure of. I was just insecure of my whole self. As I lost the weight, I noticed I was becoming a bit more picky with my legs. Like, it's just so weird because I've always had cellulite on the back of my legs, but now I've lost weight, I do kind of like, if I wear shorts and I get a picture or a video and I see the back of my legs, I'm like, oh, cellulite. But then I like remind myself, like, it's normal. Nearly, I feel like everyone has cellulite on the back of their legs. But you kind of have to remind yourself that. That's what I do anyway. I try and remind myself. But I do find that I am a little bit more picky with my legs, whereas before I didn't really care. But that's just because I wouldn't have dared show my legs anyway. So yeah. But I know for a fact losing weight doesn't fix your insecurities. You've got to like work within yourself. How do you deal with eating out socially? What I do when I'm going to go out for a meal is I will go on the menu before and I will have a look at what is like at the menu and what I will kind of feel for and roughly how many calories it is. And I can always like go for either a lower calorie option, or if I want something that is like higher in calories, I can adjust my calories throughout the day. So I would have make sure that I go for a lower calorie breakfast and a light lunch, like a salad for lunch, and then kind of save up my calories for that meal. Or if I know I'm going to be having quite a bit of calories when I go out for a meal, say I'm going to go out for a meal and have a few drinks, not that I drink that much anyway, but you know what I mean, then I can adjust my calories throughout the week. So maybe the day before I will eat slightly less calories to kind of make up for it, or other times I just don't bother. I will just go and eat whatever I want, and it's just that one meal. It's not going to make much difference. So it really does depend. It depends on what my goal is. Definitely when I was losing weight, I would plan it a lot more before. Now I'm maintaining, it's not really a big thing for me. I don't really worry too much. I just go eat what I want and just carry on with my life. The best cocktail when watching calories, I'm sorry, I can't tell you, but I will tell you what my favourite cocktail is. It is the Porn Star Martini. I keep forgetting what it's called, but that's my favourite one. And then also Bad Boy at Turtle Bay, that was really nice. Is it a Bad Boy? Rude Boy? I can't remember. Fish memory, mate. Now you're maintaining. Will you have days where you simply eat what you want regardless of calories? Yeah, I do have days like that, so definitely. Do you think maintaining a preferred weight range is possible without calorie counting for people who have struggled with weight in the past? That's a really good question, and I think it doesn't have a one answer. I think it all depends. I don't think that you can straight away. I think it will take a while of learning a lot about food and nutrition and portions, but I do think that for some people it will be possible and others it won't. For me, I'm hoping it will be possible, but I don't know. That's what I'm working towards now. I don't know. It all depends on the person, I think. I think if you put in the time and the effort to work at learning about your nutrition and stuff, I think that it could be possible. At what stage did you decide to buy new clothes? Most of my stuff is elastic and stretchy, but gee, I need some new bras. I waited a long time because I didn't want to waste money on clothes that I knew I wouldn't be fitting in. So I stayed in literally the same pair of leggings, and my boobs completely went. So I was wearing like baggy bras, and yeah, it weren't good, to be honest. I think I started to get new clothes after like 3 months. I did not want to waste my money. And then after about like 5-6 months, I had to buy like a set of new clothes. And then again, when I decided to maintain, that's when I've started to buy more clothes. Is more like towards the end of the year when I was basically hit the weight I am now. That's how long I waited. I waited quite a long time. You don't want to waste money, do you? Like on clothes. I don't want to waste money. Hello, what did you do about buying clothes that would fit along the way and then having to buy a whole new wardrobe once you reached your goal? So yeah, that's just what I did. It was really good buying new clothes. I'm telling you now, when you buy new clothes and you fit into a new size, it is such an amazing feeling. I'm like, oh, I can't believe it. Like I remember when I went down into a size 14, I was like, yes, because that was like my goal in my head when I started. I was like, if I could fit into a size 14, I will be so happy. And then when I fit into a size 14, I was so happy. And then now like I'm a size 10 and I'm like, I remember when I tried on the size 10, I looked at it, it looked so small. I was like, that won't fit me. And then I put it on and it fits. I'm in a size small, like 8 to 10. Mad. It's such a mad feeling. I'm more used to buying a smaller size now, but it was almost like I didn't believe it. I'm like, nah, I can't be that size. But then it looks so small and I'm like, nah, that won't fit me. In my head, I'm still the big girl. I'm like, nah, that won't fit. But it fit. Mad. It's fun. Hi, lovely. My best friend who is at a healthy weight constantly holds me back from my goals. I would tell her I'm trying to eat healthy and or track calories, but then she encourages me and sometimes begs me to eat bad food with her. How did you set boundaries for people like this in your life? Thanks. You know what? I'm so glad that I haven't had anyone in my life that has done this, but I know that it's been like this for people. I think for your friend, I don't know whether she is overweight or struggles with eating herself, but maybe you losing weight is making her feel insecure, and you should not feel bad about that. But I do think maybe it is making her feel some kind of way, and she doesn't want you to lose the weight without her. Maybe I'm really making presumptions, but I don't know. But that's just the only kind of logic that I can have in my head. But that isn't on you. That would be on your friend to deal with her issues, innit? Whatever the reason is of why your friend is being like that, she's basically sabotaging your weight loss. So you need to sit down and say to her, listen, I'm going to lose weight. I'm eating in a calorie deficit. I'm going to be watching what I'm eating. No matter what, I'm going to do that. And sometimes you might even have to just take a step away and focus on yourself if they don't listen. But that's the only thing I could really say is, like, just let her know that you're going to do it with or without her help. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I've not been in that situation, but if that was me, I'd be like, listen, I'm going to lose weight. If you want to lose weight, we can do this together. But at the same time, like, I am not letting you come in between me and being healthy. I'm glad that I haven't had anyone like that in my life, because that would be a difficult situation. But that's just what I would do. Sit down with her, have a chat and see where that's coming from. And if you have to, remove yourself from it or take a step back, so that you can reach a healthy weight, because you deserve to be healthy. If you enjoyed this video, you found it helpful, please click the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, become a member if you would like to, and have a lovely day. Go do a workout, go for a walk, I don't know, yeah? Go live your life, be happy. See you in the next one, bye.